Good morning YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It is the 4th of August and I am 10 weeks out from the British finals this weekend. I thought I would pick up my camera today, do a little bit of a day in the life. It's actually a rest day today for me, so to show you what I'm getting up to. I do rest on a Monday and I rest on a Thursday because these are my two busiest days for check-ins. So I do an upper and a lower on Tuesday and Wednesday, rest on Thursday, and then I do 3 back-to-back sessions. I hit back and hamstrings, and then I hit push, and then I hit glutes, and then I rest on the Monday. So upper and lower this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, batters me. My body feels broken this morning. So luckily I have my physio, Daisy, coming over. So I'll be doing that today. I'll show you a couple of my meals. I'm actually meeting my friend for a coffee. And I also wanted to sit down and update, because I know I did it back in my 2019 prep or 2020 prep, about the cost of competing. So that's going to be in this video as well. So make sure you stay here. Make sure you stick with me. It's currently 7 AM, but I've been up for a good few hours. I'm trying to get all of my work done before this weekend because I'm in Liverpool this weekend at FitX. So I've had some mega early mornings doing programs this week. So I've caught up on those. Once I speak to Dan, I will sit down with you guys and give you a little bit of an update as well in terms of where we're at. And yeah, rest day. And the struggle of rest day is that I only have 5 meals, not 6. It's a first world problem, isn't it? And I always have to try and like push out my first meal. So I normally have my first meal at like 7:30 on a training day. I love to eat early, but on a rest day I'm trying to like wait it out. So I'm going to try and wait it out till 8 and then I will show you my oats. Meal number 1 on a rest day is oats, but just 40 grams with some banana. And what I've been doing is half of the whey is mixed into the oats as usual, but I've been saving the other half and using it as like a sauce, which I'm absolutely loving right now. This is not brownie batter. This is actually salted caramel, which is still a very, very good flavour. I'm just out of brownie batter, that's all. So yeah, that's meal number 1. As always, the pink salt. Oh. Yeah, so the quad is much better. Yeah. I trained legs yesterday.
Yeah, I did have a little look at you.
So yeah, just
any particular movement that was.
It's leg press. So leg extension. Leg extension is absolutely fine. I can go to failure there and never get any pain. Yeah. But because it's like right in here.
So when you get to that like end point,
yeah,
then you drive it
it's
out.
when you get to the end point that it's so sore.
Okay, yeah, let's have a little look. Might be a bit for your hip flexor as well.
But yeah, apart from that, everything else is decent.
Did you have a bikini coming along good? Could you have a
Oh, have you seen my showing your video yet?
No. I was like holding on to you.
Falling off the end of it. Yeah, so it's not done because I have to wait until I'm tiny to get the pants done, but the top is done.
Yeah, that looks really
mint,
good.
isn't it?
That's
I
really
literally
nice.
love it so much. She's done such a good job.
Did you like pick that then, or did she kind of be like?
Yeah, because originally I was going to go for baby blue.
Oh
because
yeah.
I had blonde hair, but now I have brown hair. I said, oh, I'm thinking about changing the colour. Okay, fast forward to 2:15 in the afternoon. I have potentially started filming on a terrible choice of a day because it's one of my busiest check-in days. So yeah, you obviously saw me having my physio with Daisy. My quad is definitely getting better now, which is amazing because I literally fucked that like 5-6 weeks ago now. Back when I was in Maidenhead with George and we trained, and I just caught it on the single leg press. It hasn't been great since. So now it is getting better, and I had a really good leg session yesterday actually with my knee flexion, and it wasn't nowhere near as sore as it had been. So that's a real positive. So I've had Daisy come over, but apart from that I've literally just been flat out doing client check-ins. That's all I've done. So I've got steps to do still. I've still got my cardio to do today. Currently, you might be able to hear it in the background, I am air frying some potatoes and some chicken because I'm going up into town to see my friend Nia. We're going to meet for some lunch, and then that will actually help top up my steps, to be fair. Then I'm going to come home, catch up on client check-ins again, and then I will probably end up having to do my cardio super fucking late today, but it is what it is. So yeah, I've had my check-in back from Dan actually. So I'm just going to quickly speak about that. So we are 10 weeks out this weekend, and he saw my check-in, really happy with it. We're not actually going to be making any changes this week with food, which I suppose surprised about, because we initially thought we were going to drop food last week, but we didn't, and we're not dropping food this week either. Everything has like flown really nicely. Definitely feel leaner than I was last week. So we're not dropping any food, but we are going to increase the cardio. So cardio is going to go from 2 half-an-hour sessions to 3 half-an-hour sessions a week. I'm trying to think whether I've said this on a vlog, but basically I don't have my Stairmaster anymore. So because we're moving to London, I obviously can't take the Stairmaster with me, unfortunately, and there's loads of gyms in London anyway. So the Stairmaster was I only bought the Stairmaster because of lockdown. So I sold my Stairmaster last week. My bike is gone, my treadmill is gone. So the house gym is sold, and I've actually sold everything in my container as well. The container, doesn't that bring back some feels? I feel like I owe that container. That container that got me through. That really did get me through, and like, yeah, I'm not going to say it helped me win my show, but you know, banded workouts arguably would have been less effective. So yeah, anyway, all of that shit is sold, and because I don't have the stairs in my kitchen anymore, we changed my cardio from 4 15 minutes to 2 30 minutes. Okay, cool, no one cares, G. And now it's basically gone up, so I'm now doing 3 half-an-hour sessions a week. So normally do my cardio on a rest day anyway, so I'm gonna go and do that later. Fucking honestly, if you genuinely don't have an air fryer in 2021, end of 2021, like, what are you doing? You can literally do anything in this air fryer. It's more than just cooking meat and potatoes. I actually made a wrap in here the other day and it was insane. So I'm debating whether I should cook up veg. I don't know where we're going for lunch, you see. So it's like that. It's that situation of, do we just order one meal? And then the woman at the table was a bit like, okay, why is there only one person getting food? And then the food comes and then you just whip out the meal prep. Or do I look like even more of a fucking weirdo and order the veg or the salad as a side as my only meal? Which, you know, that also, the question from the server is a bit like your mate's ordering like burger and chips, and then you're there like, yeah, just like the mixed vegetables, but could you make sure there's no butter, no oil, and only green vegetables? Oh, and a Diet Coke. And they just look at you like you're a dickhead. Anyway, so I don't know whether to do that and just order a side salad or some vegetables at the restaurant. But I don't know where we're going. We might be going to Wagamama's or something. I feel like I'm just gonna make some beans. I'm just gonna make some beans and I'll put that in the meal prep container. Yeah. So many fucking Tupperware and no matching fucking Tupperware. Is that a match? Oh, that's my head in. God, we really need to get some new Tupperware when we move. Why the fuck is it orange? Ali being weird. Why does it always do this as well? It like comes out. It's so annoying. I'm not hungry, you're hungry. Right. I put a poll on my Instagram and I said to you guys, what would you like me to cover in this week's episode? Would you like me to cover first timers advice in terms of just like nutrition, training and mindset, posing, blah, blah, blah? Or would you like me to do an updated version of the cost of competing? And to be fair, it's pretty split, so I will do both obviously. But in today's episode, we're going to be looking at the cost of competing, because I did one of these back along and I did it like for myself and what I thought I was going to be ending up spending on competing. Obviously now I have done all of that, and arguably some things, like for example the posing, I don't need as much posing as I maybe would have in a first timer's prep, if that makes sense. Also, I am in a different financial position now, so I am aware that there are things that I did on my prep that, you know, I didn't really need to do. For example, you know, getting an Airbnb instead of a hotel, going for like pricier options on things because I wanted to, and I wanted to do my prep the way that I wanted to do my prep. So, you know, I did think, right, I could just say how much I've spent on prep so far, but I don't know, I just feel like that's not going to be as beneficial as me just saying what averagely somebody would spend on a prep. I feel like that's probably going to be more helpful for more people. The only thing I will say is that obviously this is completely subject to change, because different federations, you know, different styles and what you like and what you don't like, and locations and time of year and all of that shit. So this is like on average how much you should maybe budget for a competition. So before we start, pause the video. No one's going to do this, but if you do, you're a legend. Go down to the comment section and have a guess at how much a 20-week prep on average is going to cost you. This is for females, by the way. Go and guess. So I made a little spider. Is that a spider diagram? What the fuck is a spider diagram? That is a spider diagram, isn't it? Because you've the spider body and then the legs. So I think I've covered everything. No doubt I probably haven't, and this is a complete fuck up, but we're going to go with it anyway. So, competing. This is based on a 20-week prep. So, the first thing you're going to need is a coach, of course, and you should be working with your coach before prep, obviously, and you probably will want to work with your coach after prep, but I still wanted to account for the money that you would spend on a coach in a 20-week prep. That's going to be one of the most expensive things. So, that's going to cost you around about £150 a month. Everybody's different. So over a 20-week prep, that is £3,000. Who's already fucked up the guess? So the next thing is posing. This is so important. Like, I will do a video on first timers advice, but your posing is so important. If you don't know how to pose, there's no fucking point in prepping, because how are you meant to know how to show off what you've done? So I obviously did a lot of posing in my first prep, and I paid out my fucking ass for posing in my first prep. I still did quite a lot in this second prep. I still saw somebody kind of every month, and then as it led up to show, every 2 weeks. Posing sessions will vary depending on who you go with. Okay, I'm not going to get into too much like advice, because I want to save that for a video. But people will range from about £40 an hour to, I've seen some that are like £120, £130 an hour. So I put down here that you would spend about £100 a month, and I only put for 4 months, which I think is, like, I would say that if you're a first timer, you're going to need double that. But in terms of just a general prep, for somebody who's maybe already got experience or they're a seasoned athlete, I would say about £400 worth of posing sessions. A first timer, I'm pretty sure if you go back to my video, mine was like nearly £2,000 or something. So I'm going to say £400, and that's me being very, very nice. The next thing is supplements. So arguably you don't need supplements to do a prep, but I would say that if you're going to do a prep, you want to do it right, and there are going to be supplements that help you, you know, vitamins, minerals, sleep supplements, whey protein, EAAs, you know, those sorts of things. They are going to be necessary in a prep. So I've put here, again, being very nice with the budgeting, £50 per month. So over the 20 weeks, that is £1,000. I did use a calculator for this, by the way. Okay, next thing is the bikini. So as a girl, bikinis are fucking expensive. Potentially the most amount of money you're ever going to spend on the least amount of clothing. But they are expensive, they are pricey, they range from anything from about £250, I reckon you could probably get one for that price, all the way up to £600, you know, depending on who you go with, depending on how many gems you have and all that bollocks. But I've put here, on average, £400. I do believe my bikini this year, which I can't fucking wait to show you guys, I think that was about £400. But yeah, anyway, bikini about £400. Shoes, again, you can go all glam, but they're going to cost you around about £60–70. And then you've got your jewellery as well. So I put shoes and jewellery down as 120 and the bikini down as 400. Then you've got to look at entry to shows. So depending on who you're going with, depending on how many shows you're doing, will obviously depend on the entry. You have to sign up for the federation for some federations like PCA, and then there's like a show day entry. So I compete with PCA, they're pretty good. I think it's not very much to compete with them, but I have heard that Two Bros is quite expensive. So definitely look at the federation that you're doing and make sure that you are accounting for the money that that federation costs you. So I've put down here £150. Then we go on to more towards the day. So traveling and staying over. You are going to want to stay over. I would always recommend staying over the night before a show, especially if it's a longer way away, because the last thing you want is fucking stress on show day morning. If I was to have gone up, like even if because I went up 2 days, see, this is what I mean about the fact that you don't need to do all of this, but we went up 2 days early so that I could at least settle into the Airbnb. But if I'd gone up the following day, I did so many steps on that day, like that would not have been good. So I would suggest getting 1 or 2 nights in a hotel or wherever you want to go. Again, I've been very nice with my money here. I've said £250 for a hotel and travel, obviously depending on how you travel, how far you're traveling, blah blah blah. This is for one, I guess that's for one show as well. So yeah, I mean, I've probably put the entry a little bit high there, but don't worry, the remaining money from that entry you're probably going to need to spend on a fucking robe or a pair of flip-flops or bikini bite or, you know, a set of scales to take with you on show day or pump-up bands. You know, there are so many costs and you don't even realise until you get into it. So that's the travel and hotel. Then you've got more towards the day. So you're going to want to get your nails done. You're probably going to want to get your eyelashes done, your toenails, blah, blah, blah. So I've put £150 down for like looking good for the day. So some people get extensions, especially if they're bikini girls, like they need to have long hair. In figure, you can get away with being a little bit less. I was about to say, in figure, you can get away with being a bit more ugly. It is true in some respects. So I've put 150 quid down for that. And then hair and makeup on the day, another 150 quid. I think that's about what mine cost me, to have your hair done on the day and to have your makeup done on the day. And then your tan is about 75 to, it can go up depending on the federation. So I've put £75. So shall we do a grand total? Start that again. Shall we do a grand total of the money you are likely to spend on average for a 20-week prep for a show? £5,695. That is basically £6,000. So I reckon that once, you know, like I said earlier, those little hidden costs that you kind of rack up and They just, you know, you just end up spending the money. Like photography. I mean, I didn't even think that's another thing, you know. Photography is another thing. See what I mean? There are so many things. And that's before you've even spoken about the certain foods that you need on prep. But everybody eats, so I'm not really going to include that. That's a bit of a pathetic thing to include. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how much money you should expect to spend at least on a competition prep. So it's one of those things that, like, you don't want to be doing it for the gram, you don't want to be doing it for the Facebook profile picture, because that's a fucking hefty amount to be paying out for a Facebook profile picture, especially if the algorithm shit. It's not even worth it. So yeah, I hope that was helpful to some people and maybe put it into perspective how much money is going into this. It's definitely something that I would suggest being in a good financial position to do, and I've spoken about this in previous videos. You can definitely cut corners, you can definitely budget. I mean, you could get like a rental bikini, second-hand pair of shoes. You don't have to have your hair and makeup done, you could do it yourself. But in terms of getting a good coach and learning how to pose, those are, for me, the most important things. That will make or break a prep, that will make or break how you look on stage. So yeah, if you want to spend some money, then I suggest competing. We are at Absurd Bird, the place to be. Chicken and waffles. Say hi, Nia, you're going to be on the vlog. Hi. Chicken and waffles with cheese, got a Diet Coke, and chicken and potatoes. So I've come back from doing cardio, I have caught up on my client check-ins, I've had a shower, and now I'm cooking up my next meal, which is normally one lean beef burger with 150 grams of potato, but I took the potato with my chicken meal earlier, so now I'm having the wrap from my chicken meal with my beef. If you're still there and you're still caught up. So let me show you, because when I put this on my Instagram story a couple of days ago, people were losing their shit and they're like, what is this, how do I make it, blah blah blah. So basically, in fact, let me show you. So normally I put my chicken in this, right, on a rest day, but as mentioned, we've got the beef. So I have air fried this beef, yeah, I've air fried the beef basically, added a bit of rocket, added in the sauce, 15 grams, and now I'm gonna wrap it. So I've wrapped it up into like a little wrap, and then I've sprayed 3 sprays of this Fry Light and grinded my salt onto it, and now all I'm gonna do is put it in the air fryer. So it goes in there like that, and then I have a Ninja air fryer, which I know I've spoken about before, and personally I think it's the best. So on here you've got a max crisp like mode. So I put it on max crisp for like, I don't know, 6 minutes ish, and then on, not even that, 5, and then basically I'll show you after. Boom, that is literally like 4 minutes. So that, my friends, it's very simple, isn't it? Is how you make the wrap. And then I've got, guess what I've got with it? Yeah, you guessed right, the same fucking thing I have every single fucking day. So, mind your fingers, put that on there like that. Unfortunately, I used all of my sauce, so I have to have plain salad, but we move. And also, what the fuck is it, right? Sainsbury's beans, best beans, right? In my personal opinion. But sometimes you get these ones, yeah, and they're like, I just had one of these, and they're just not right. But there's something, just tastes a bit off. I'll eat it anyway, I'm quite hungry to be fair. Right, so I went to JD today when I was in town with Nia. Bought a few things. I thought I'd show you because I feel like everybody loves a fucking haul, don't they? So, yeah, basically, you probably can already guess as soon as I get this box out what colour these trainers are going to be. I am joining the Air Force gang. I've literally never had Air Forces in my life. But I thought I would get these, obviously in white. These are actually junior, so I feel like this is a hack everybody fucking knows. But if your feet are small, these are size 5, then you can actually just go for the junior. I think they were like 50 quid. I think they're normally about 100. So got those, and then obviously couldn't go to JD and not get Adidas, could I? So I got this. I actually already have this. I'm a fucking terror for this, man. That's why I have like literally 5 of these oh my gosh, I can't even speak. 5 of these jumpers now. I already have this, but I just really love it, so I bought it again. Just a little Adidas vest with like the stripes on the side. And then I got some leggings as well. These were like reduced, I think, like 15 quid or something. So just some like comfy leggings. Obviously I'm traveling to Liverpool this weekend, so I feel like this with like this top, it's just going to be so comfy for the drive. So yeah, that's what I picked up in town. I feel like I'm going to end this video here. I don't actually know how long it is, and I know it's probably not going to be as long as it usually is, but it's currently 7:45 in the evening, and I want to get this video edited, uploaded, thumbnail done, ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is Friday. I'm travelling up to Liverpool tomorrow. I actually have such a busy day tomorrow. Before I travel, it's like a 5-hour drive, so I need to leave here at like 1. I still need to train, and also basically I'm going with Insights, which is awesome, but we have a hotel, not an Airbnb. So normally when I go away I'll always get an Airbnb because it just makes sense in terms of prepping food and being on a meal plan. However, we are not in that, unfortunately. So we're in a hotel, and the only thing the hotel has is a mini fridge, right? So I basically need to prep food for Friday night. So much food. Friday night, all of Saturday, and pretty much all of Sunday, because I'm not going to be back until Sunday evening. So I need to write down actually like what I need to prep before I go, because I'm not going to be able to cook chicken with a mini fridge. So I'm going to need chicken. I'm just writing this down here actually as I'm talking to you guys. Maybe this will be helpful so you guys can see how I would organise this. So how many chicken portions am I going to need? How many beef portions am I going to need? How many potato portions am I going to need? And then basically, call me extra, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get a microwave. I'm going to take the microwave with me so that I can cook my oats and my cream of rice and my veggies all fresh, because I just can't be asked for having like millions of meal prep. So what I'll do instead is I will meal prep the meat, and I'll meal prep the potato, and I don't think there's anything else I need to meal prep. This is the beauty of having the microwave. It sounds very, very bougie, but trust me. So I'll have a pot of chicken, pot of beef, pot of potatoes, and then some empty Tupperware. And then every day I'll make the food. Like I'll cook the fucking oats in the microwave, cook the veggies in the microwave, put it in a Tupperware, bish bash bosh, fucking see you later. Queen of prep, see ya. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. I'm going to train back and hamstrings. I'm going to catch up on any programs that my clients have sent me to do. Hopefully most of them have done them, to be fair, because they're fucking babes. And yeah, I'm just going to end the video here so I can edit basically. And that will be the end of this week's episode. So thanks for following along as always. The next episode will be in Liverpool, so I'm going to try and vlog over the weekend. It's going to be mishmash, but there are so many people going who I love, and there's so many good stands. There's a bodybuilding show, I'm going to be training, so I feel like I need to film it, even though it's going to be a fucking muddle. And you know me, I like structured days with coffee intros. Was there a coffee intro in this video? Yes. Wow, that was this morning. That was fucking this morning. That feels like literally like, why am I whispering? That feels like a million years ago. Edit this, go to bed, have my last meal on a rest day. It is 40 grams of oats, poverty oats. Have I had my half a banana? Yes, I've already had that. And some yogurt, the normal yogurt meal basically. Catch you guys in the next one.